I feel like CBD is for people who do not have a weed plug and can't afford a psychiatrist.
I want to try CBD because a health food store near my apartment sells it for so much money and I don't want to buy it. So I pitched a story on trying it for Jezebel.
Cool. Because I am generally very angry and filled with hate. And I also like to get wavy, and weed makes me paranoid. So hopefully this will be a good remedy for all of those things.
I was picturing like a Monopoly piece.
Oh.
Size.
The thimble, yeah.
Yeah, like the thimble.
These are like, I don't know, the size of like a large thumb, like the tip of a large thumb.
I really thought of CBD gummies as something that rich people who love goop and the wing are into. However, it comes in this sort of fancy cigar box, which makes me think that they're French.
It's like slime, kind of.
You get that sort of under taste of weed, like when you eat a regular edible with marijuana in it.
It's more flavorful than my antidepressant,
Okay.
which I don't chew.
I feel pretty much the same as I did before eating the gummy. But I also just ate a lot of grits and pork, I think. So I feel a little tired from that.
I feel like my normal self. My normal self, I think, is like everything is fine because it has to be.
I also can't tell if it's like, oh, am I just feeling the effects of something and feel more relaxed and having a good time, or like maybe I'm just having a good time being around all of you.
Aww.
Yeah.
But it could just be like the gummy I ate.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
nothing cool.
Cool.
I kind of felt a little light outside the studio. I had a bagel before this, so the results might be skewed. I don't know. My results might be different.
Okay.
Because I didn't eat it on an empty stomach. I wonder if that's better or worse.
I think that this is going to be a video that's partially about Jezebel understanding how we react to food, because I think that some of
true.
it coincided with the lunch that we just ate.
On a daily basis, I usually feel very anxious. Constant anxiety every second of the day. I'm not feeling anything right now.
I do feel something that sounds like descriptions of people, like almost like when you're like coming up or something. Almost like something's mounting just like very subtly or
Yeah.
something. There's like a
Nice.
slight like tingliness in my feet.
Sometimes with edibles, I can't really tell if I'm high either, but then some of them I feel it like 10 minutes after.
Yeah.
And I can like really tell. This is more like I can't really tell.
It's subtle. I mean, I feel like slightly different maybe, but I can't tell if that's just because I want this thing to work.
It doesn't compare to like most of the other drugs that I've done in any way, shape, or form. However, I would actually, like, I do feel very relaxed, and I would say that it is akin to my SSRI. I did feel like actually pretty tightly wound and quite angry. I do not feel that way anymore. So maybe it is working. My arms feel slightly weird. They kind of feel like
Jiggling, they
know,
kind of
like-
go loose.
kind of just loose, yeah.
That's nice.
Like, and it's not like when don't do this at home, kids. It's not like when you take like MDMA or whatever,
yes.
and you're like, I have to put my arms over my head.
This worked more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I think, for sure.
Yeah. Like I want to take the leftover box.
Yeah. Like we would split the. Yes, sure.
Through the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I might just like
like steal
stick
it.
to my SSRI. But I mean, again, like obviously I took my SSRI this morning and felt rage, and now I don't. So maybe I should
Maybe you could supplement your SSRI with this.
with CBD. Yeah. It just seems like a little bit like it's more expensive than my SSRI. It
Yeah.
seems
That's
like
true.
a little pricey, and so perhaps the CBD industry should think about making its wares more egalitarian so that more people can use them.
I think these gummies might be good for people who like don't want to go like full on into weed, or like they maybe don't feel like vaping or having an edible, and they just want to like, you know, feel something nice or calming.
I definitely think that it works. And I feel like whereas before I was very Daenerys Targaryen with my rage, now I feel more Cersei with it. Where I'm very like sort of removed from the rage, and then therefore I can use it more as a weapon, which is exciting to me.
I think it reduced my anxiety in combination with lunch and friendship. And I think that the pain of being alive is a permanent condition.
I must agree with Katie, actually.